Hello guys, welcome to a new topic. In this topic, we will focus on idioms that have to do with your priorities and decisions. Your priority is the thing that you feel is the most important to you right now. You put this thing first because it is more important, and so you give it more attention. Today we'll talk about idioms that are related to your priorities and decisions. The first one for today is the bottom line. In a discussion or argument, the bottom line is the most important fact about what you are discussing. It's the key point. It's the main idea of the discussion. Example, let's imagine that you and I are discussing love and relationships. After a long talk, I can say, well, I think the bottom line is, if you love somebody, you'll accept them no matter what. Well, I think the bottom line is, if you love somebody, you'll accept them no matter what. That means this, accepting the person you love, this idea is the main idea that you and I were talking about. The summary of our discussion is that. Let's look at two examples.
The bottom line is that we don't have a stronger partner anywhere in the world than the United Kingdom, and the bottom line is that we don't have a stronger partner anywhere in the world than the United Kingdom, and
the bottom line is your son's doing the right thing. The bottom line is your son's doing the right thing.
Next idiom is something that I find myself saying a lot. Cross that bridge when you come to it. If you say, I will cross the bridge when I come to it, you mean that you will deal with this problem when it happens or if it happens. You mean it is too early to talk about it now. Later, when it happens or if it happens at all, you will deal with it. Example, don't spend all your savings now. What are you going to do next year? I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Don't spend all your savings right now. What are you going to do next year? I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Another example, you can't make me talk to you. No, I can't, but the police can. Fine, I'll cross the bridge when I come to it. You can't make me talk to you. No, I can't, but the police can. Fine, I'll cross the bridge when I come to it. That means, okay, I will deal with the police when they ask me or if they ask me. For the next idiom, watch this first.
Okay, you know what? I've had enough of this. Let's just cut to the chase here. Okay, you know what? I've had enough of this. Let's just cut to the chase here.
So he said, let's cut to the chase. What do you think that means? If you cut to the chase, you start talking or dealing with the important stuff instead of wasting time with less important things. Example, I'll cut to the chase. We just don't have enough money for the project. I'll cut to the chase. We just don't have enough money for the project. Let's look at another example.
Here's the problem with self-help books and seminars. They don't cut to the chase. Here's the problem with self-help books and seminars. They don't cut to the chase.
Next up, we have the icing on the cake. This idiom can be used in two ways. But to better understand what it means, let's first look at this picture. What do you think the woman is doing in this picture? She's adding a sweet, creamy topping to the cake to make it taste even better, right? This is called icing the cake. The icing on the cake is this sweet layer that you add to make the cake better. I think now you can guess what the idiom, the icing on the cake, means. If you describe something as the icing on the cake, you mean that it is extra good thing that makes a good situation even better. So you say the icing on the cake when something good is added to another good thing that you already have. Example, he was already happy with his salary. The icing on the cake came when he received a large bonus. He was already happy with his salary. The icing on the cake came when he received a large bonus. So there was a good situation, which is a good salary. Then something made it even better, which is receiving a large bonus. That was the icing on the cake. That's the first way of using this idiom. Something that makes a good situation even better. The other way of using it is something bad added which made a bad situation worse. It's the extreme opposite of the first usage. When you use it this way, you're kind of making fun of the situation, that you're saying it in a funny way. Example, I lost my job today and the fact that my car broke down was the icing on the cake. I lost my job today and the fact that my car broke down was the icing on the cake. Here, I am making fun of my life. I lost my job, and to make things even worse, my car broke down. So no job, no car, Brilliant. Next idiom is in two minds. If you are in two minds about something, you're not able to reach a decision or opinion about something. We say that you are in two minds because you have two different or opposite opinions about something at the same time. It's like you have two people inside of your head. One says yes and the other says no. So you can't make a decision, you can't make an opinion. Example, I am in two minds about going to college. On one hand, it's required for most of the jobs, but on the other, it's very expensive. I am in two minds about going to college. On one hand, it's required for most of the jobs, but on the other, it's very expensive. You see, I can't make a decision and I have two opinions about it. I am in two minds. Let's look at another example.
It shows you that everybody can be two minds about this. It shows you that everybody can be two minds about this.
The next idiom is make a mountain out of a molehill. Make a mountain out of a molehill. I don't know whether or not you know this animal. This is called a mole. Moles dig deep in the ground to eat insects and bugs. And when they dig, they make what looks like little hills, as you see in this picture. So what is this called? It's a molehill. Molehill. So what does this idiom, make a mountain out of a molehill, mean? If someone makes a mountain out of a molehill, they talk or complain about small, unimportant problems as if they are important and serious. Example, don't make a mountain out of a molehill, it's really not a big deal. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill, it's really not a big deal. That means don't make this small problem appear as if it is a big one. The last idiom for today is on the back burner. On the back burner. To better imagine this idiom, let's look at this. What you see here is a stove. Each one of these four rings on the top is called a burner. So this is a stove with four burners. Now, what do most housewives do when they're cooking? If there's something that needs high fire, they put it on the front burner. But anything else that can wait or they are not in a hurry to finish, they put it on the back burner, right? So what's on the front burner is very important and they want to finish it fast. What's on the back burner is less important and it can wait. That's exactly the meaning of the idiom on the back burner. It means this thing that you are talking about can wait. No need to rush. You will deal with it later. Example, Linda put her career on the back burner after marrying a famous rich man. Linda put her career on the back burner after marrying a famous rich man. That means Linda is paying very little attention to her career right now. It's not super important to her anymore. Note that if something is urgent or you give it most of your attention, you can say that you put it on the front burner. Alright, time for your assignment. What we see here is someone who's holding his finger in pain and the nurse is looking at it in a strange way. We want to finish this sentence. The nurse thought Jim was making what? Think about it and you'll see the answer on the next lesson. Till then, have a good one and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.